Hello everyone, welcome back to another Spyball Center Electric Muffin video, and it's actually been forever since I made one of these, but this one I'm actually just going to shove straight into YouTube because I think it's important. We are going to do the platonic / romantic physical touch boundaries tier list, and I'm the hug guy, but what do I think about other stuff? That's a great question. We're going to start with making out. It's hot when it happens to you. If you observe it, then you're just kind of in there. So I think this is in the if we are homoerotic tier. I only just now saw this, but also let's see, making out. I think this is an ask depends on the person because this and that is basically the same thing. But I'm gonna put it down there. Someone lying on top of me. That is S tier. Cuddles cannot get better than that. This is top of S tier. Fight me on this one. Nose boop. It's okay. I think that my nose is dirty. I don't know about you all, but that's sort of what I feel. Like, I feel like I touch my nose a lot. Like, every other moment, I'm just wiping it or scratching it. Kind of, bothers me a bit. Let's see, a piggyback carried by someone. Okay, this is actually pretty hype. This is S tier. And this is actually fairly doable because, fun fact, I'm like 150-ish pounds, 130. I don't know. I'm somewhere in that range. I haven't weighed myself recently, but I'm light for my height, which means that it's fair. Which means that the problem isn't how much I weigh; it's because of how tall I am that people have trouble picking me up. But when it does happen, it's a great experience. Now, arm or shoulder bite. This is kind of interesting. You know how on Instagram or wherever there's the memes like, oh, I'm gonna bite my partner. Not gonna lie, don't understand it at all. Not feeling it. I'm gonna. It's like I'm not fully opposed. So I'll just go only romantic for now. We'll see what I feel later. Ooh, lap pillow. This one's quite good. It's like a cozy sort of form of a cuddle, but not really. So we're gonna go homoerotic tier. Tickling, this massively depends on the person, because I can count on probably one hand the amount of people that I'd be okay with tickling me. Ooh, that was a good one. Hopefully that came through on the mic. But yeah, tickling. I start to flail around, which isn't really great if you want to not get hurt. Neck bite. Okay, for similar reasons to the arm or shoulder bite, it has to go here, but now it's like, ooh, vampire. I'm not going to edit the blue lobster in. I'm putting zero effort into this. But I have a face cam, so let's get it. Yeah, but neck bite, we're going to go in the no for that. Like arm or shoulder, I can tolerate. Neck, I don't know. I like not being bit. Let's just put it that way. Now, caresses. This, in my opinion, is an integral part to any cuddle or hug. Is say you're hugging someone, even patting on their back or just kind of shimmying your arms around. That's really cozy feeling for me, and I will put this in a yes go tier for this one. Now, lip pecks. This one, I think I gotta keep on the ass depends on person tier here, because I think currently I tolerate one person to do this, and probably should preface this, not in a relationship right now. I'm a comp sci major. What do you expect? We don't get relationships. I mean, we don't go on dates. We aren't in relationships. Our relationship is with us and our computer. Well, what a time to be alive. Anyways, spooning. This. Hold on. I gotta double check this. Okay, it's cuddling, but you're sideways. Whoa. And you're probably on the bed. But spooning, where should this go? It's like it's another form of cuddling. But sideways, you're on a bed, and generally most of your body's in contact with each other. I'm putting this in a yes go. I don't think there's that much. All right, neck kisses. Honestly, no. Just kindly don't touch my neck, please. Please. Cuddles is an S tier. It's going in at number 2. Cuddles is one of my 2 main MOs, and platonic cuddling is based and one of the best things in the world because while you all might be money maxing or sports maxing or date maxing, I'm hug maxing. So, and then there's like a 1% chance it turns into cuddles maxing. That's when you know you're really getting somewhere. And so cuddles goes in number 2 in S tier. S tier is going to be ordered, and probably the only tier that is ordered. Anyways, lift a person hug. This one is an S tier for the same reason as being piggybacked by someone. What's better than a hug? A hug where one of you is lifted up off the ground. That honestly is great. And also, if you're lifting someone off the ground, you generally have to hold them tight, which means increased force. And as per my EMF hug theorem, which was covered in previous year reviews, more force equals better hug. So that's why lift person hug goes in S tier. Hugs is in S tier, going right under cuddles. Yeah, kind of crazy. But why hugs gets trounced by cuddles is because there's a lack of like pressure and time, because hugs, they can be as short as like a split second, and you could be like very non-committal, like, oh yeah, I'll hug you because I feel obligated to, or you're like really getting into it and you're like putting your might into it. Those are the good hugs. Hugs have such high variability that they that it only gets to the bottom of the top 3 of S tier. Anyways, hand massage. I'm gonna put this back in the bottom because that's not happened, and hopefully I'll remember that I put it there. Feeding each other food. Excuse me. It sounds cute. I think this is a depends on the person. Now, lying on top of someone. Now, this is assuming I'm lying on top of someone. Huh. There's like one main problem with this, which is that I'm 6'2", and generally, like, hold on, let's see, USA, male, height, percentiles. All right, we're gonna see how this goes. Image. Actually, we should have gone to the chart. Okay, 2 to 20. I'm 22. That's close enough. Anyway, 6'2". That is 74 inches. So, yeah, that puts me in like vaguely top 6% of height for males in the United States, or at least boys. I was 6'1" at that time, so still like 6%, top 6% in height. And that's just males. Add in the rest of the population, yeah, basically most people are shorter than me. So if I'm laying on top of someone, it works better if they're laying on top of me than me laying on top of them. If that makes sense. So because of that, I think I'm actually going to go the depends on person for that one. Ear blowing. Heck no. I'm sorry. Don't do stuff with my ears. Like, don't blow air into them. Nah, no. Like, whisper, sure, but that, no. Let's see. Wrist grab, honestly, it's mid. That's the most connotation I have with it. All right, we're getting spicy. We're in the toy section. There really should be like a not applicable tier here, but yeah. So back in the bottom it goes. Up next, cheek kisses in on mid. Huh? It's like, I think this is another depends on person. I still have to figure out what in the world this homoerotic tier is, but I'm sure we'll figure it out. Showering together. Huh. I think this is honestly a mid one, because unless you have like a really big shower, who in the right mind is going to want to shower and clean themselves with another person in the shower? Like, I'm thinking like the normal, like cubicle-ish shower. Fat chance you can comfortably fit 2 people in there. Goes in mid for that reason. Cheek caress. I mean, hmm. They're okay. I have no feelings to them. Thigh squish. Now, self-conscious fact. I think my thighs are one of the biggest parts of my body that I'm self-conscious about. And so, yeah, that's basically my reality every time I sit down to use the restroom, which is 95% of the time. But, yeah, it's like, thigh squish, I think this one will actually go in the homoerotic tier. Now, hugs from behind. Hot take? I think hugs from behind are homoerotic at best. Now, here's my reason. I kind of get spooked pretty. Okay. I like to think I'm observant, but that means when I do get spooked, I feel like super spooked. And so, because of that, hugs from behind have that double edged sword. Sometimes it can be fun, sometimes I'll be like, oh, person behind me. But yeah, that's why this has to go in the homoerotic tier, because it's either here or it goes in ass depends on person. Actually, no, this does go on ass depends on person. I figured it out. Anyways, massagers in general, we are going straight into S tier, and this is going to be an even crazier hot take. I'm going to put massages general and shoulder back massage both above hugs. I'm sure like, whoa, the hug guy putting massages above hugs. What in the heck is he thinking? Let me drop some knowledge on you. Back when I took high school choir, my first choir teacher, we all did back rubs, and I genuinely appreciated it because I have surprisingly tense shoulders. Like, it's kind of amazing how tense they are, and I can do that basically at will every like a few hours. No, my chair has a dent. That's kind of sad. Actually, should try and invest in a new chair. But since then, I could not tell you when I've received a massage. And okay, hugs they can be tolerable in America. Cuddles, that's like extremely hard to find if you don't have a significant other. Now massages, that's unheard of unless you like go to a spa or something. But I don't have my degree yet, which means I'm kinda broke. So I'm not gonna pay to go to the spa when I could have my friends do it for me. See, you can hear all of them now. And that's how many of my friends feel comfortable giving me massages, as far as I know. Yeah. I find it super nice, but that's because I have extremely tense shoulders, and thus I would greatly appreciate them. So if you're watching this is a cry for help from me to you. Please take note. Anyways, slow dancing. This happened, I think, like once in middle school. But it's okay. It's like a somehow shittier cuddle if you think about it, because like instead of like having a good amount of your body's touching, it's usually just arms. That's kind of it. Maybe you're carrying them at some point, but yeah, slow dancing honestly goes in the no do not tier. Now play fighting. Ooh, this one's pretty good. We're putting this right below hugs in S tier because play fighting is unironically somehow in high school how I got a good amount of physical touch is even though these people weren't like that comfortable with often hugs or cuddling through the nature of what happens when you play fight from the best equivalent I have is like if you have siblings, but it's like a friendly play fight and not a I'm gonna bully you because I'm an older sibling play fight. It's actually a fairly good time, and this is coming from an only child. So, Nicole, if you're watching this, thank you, and also Shannon too. Hand, mas- hand massage. I think that was there. So back to the bottom. Head pats. This is a homoerotic thing. Like, it's fairly simple. You just kind of go, bap. And then if you want, you incorporate a bit of movement into it. I see it as a fairly non-committal thing and something that should be fairly more common than it actually is. But it does also have like the pet connotation, so I can see that too. But frankly, I think y'all are cowards. Anyways, someone sitting on your lap. Okay, now it gets complicated because I'm a dude, and if I wasn't a dude, then this could easily be going up into S here. But because I am a dude, there's a lot more to consider because of what is down there, which I personally don't like too much. But here we are. So someone's sitting on my lap. If we think about it, it is a form of cuddle, and because of that, and it's extremely dependent. So we're gonna go ass depends on the person because this basically requires cuddles to be okay already, which is such an impossible thing to happen. Anyways, me sitting on the lap, now that's pretty hype. Playing with hair, it's honestly gonna be mid because I don't have that much hair, as you can see. But if someone has long hair, then it's like a nice plush factor, you know? It kind of goes up here, maybe into yes go. But I think because it depends on how much hair the person has, it has to go on ass depends on person. Thigh caress. I'm going to put it in mid. It's like mid or ass depends on person. Like kind of similar idea to cheek caress. Leg caress. I guess that's lower on the leg than the thigh. Unironically, I feel like a leg caress is weirder than a thigh caress, which sounds backwards. But that's kind of my thoughts, so it's going in only a romantic. Anyways, ear bite, that's a solid no. Lean on chest. This is, I think, an integral part to basically once we get into like the close cuddles hugs area. So I think for this, this is a for homoerotic one. Now, arm on shoulder. This is the classic like bro move. Like, hey bro, did you see that play I did at the game last night? I don't know. Okay, I'm trying my best here. But it's like arm on shoulder. It's non-committal, but it's also done a half hug slash side hug, and those are horrible hugs because it's literally half a hug. Why are you not doing anything with your other arm? Come on, a hug is a two-arm game if you have two out of two arms. So arm and shoulder. Actually, I'm putting a no, do not. Arm holding while walking. Now this is hype. I'm actually gonna put this at the top of yes go tier because this is like nice. It's kind of cute. It feels cozy. It's like, yay, we're going on an adventure together. And friends do it too, because I've seen it and experienced it, considering that I've never been in a relationship. So anyone else dissenting, I'm just going to say it, y'all are cowards. American society kind of sucks, yada, yada, yada. Kabadon. Nah. Nah, I'm going to put it in the back because I'm not sure. Bridal carry. That's basically the same as... okay, it's pretty similar to a piggyback, but I'm going to put it above because it's like you're just holding someone differently. That's just kind of it. Back scratches, I think they're okay. Like, if you're going to do that, I feel like you should just commit to, like, the full massage at that point. Now, neck nape massage, I'm like, here's the thing. I don't even... I mean, I'm just going to put this only romantic because, like, I just really care about, like, shoulders. Shoulders, mainly. Okay, hand holding. Let's see. How is this different than arm holding while walking? Yeah, I think this is romantic, actually. Well, we're going to go depends on person. Tongue poke on arm. So what? You just go... Bleh. Not gonna lie, feels kind of gross. No. Eskimo kisses. Oh yeah, that's like the head rubs thing. I actually think those are pretty hype. We're gonna put it here. Anyways, head on shoulder. Now I literally did this like at least 4 times in the past week. We're going to put this. I'm actually gonna go second in yes go tier for that one. Okay, now we're getting places, and we're gonna try our best to stay civilized. We're gonna be calm and respectful about this. Not gonna lie, from the extremely limited capacity that I have experienced this, it's okay. Yeah. Play biting is a solid no. That's pretty easy. Neck caress, we're gonna put a solid no. That's pretty easy. Now we're gonna make a new tier. And I'm sure you're thinking, but why? Why would I do such a thing? This one's gonna be gives me anxiety attack. Yikes. And we're gonna put this on here. And I'm not gonna explain the context, but congratulations, it gets its own tier for being one of the very few things in the world that seems to like reliably give me anxiety attacks. So that's pretty cool. Yeah. Piggyback carrying someone, that's a no, do not. Why? I have no muscle. I am a twig. Alright, caressing the whole body. This kind of ties into what I'm going to call the anxiety tier. Which, yeah, that exists because I have anxiety. And that's fun. Forehead kiss. I think this depends on person. Or only romantic. It's, you know. Okay, we're back to hand massage. Feels super bland. We're gonna go mid on that one. Leg on top of leg. This one's I'm gonna go top of homoerotic because it's pretty similar to leg pillow in that regard. And hand massage. Didn't we just do that? Yeah, there's 2 hand massages for some reason. But here we go. I'm just gonna go. This is the final tier list of platonic, romantic, physical boundaries touch tier list. If you have any questions, bring it up in the comments. I literally spent 23 minutes of my life staying up past midnight for this. Why? Because I decided I want to share with the world my whack-ass perspective on physical touch because dead ass, I don't think anyone else completely matches my thoughts on things. So comment down below and let me know where you disagree on this and why you disagree. Please subscribe.